Hi, welcome to Gre Vocab Capsule Top 500. I am Arijit. Let's start. In this video, we are going to discuss a set of words starting with the letter I. On your screen, the words are ignominy, impecunious, importune, incredulous, indigent, indolent, insolent. Let's deep dive. The first word, ignominy, public shame or disgrace. A sentence can be the ignominy of being imprisoned. Let's see the synonyms. Shame, humiliation, embarrassment, we all know. Mortification. Mortification means, again, bringing shame to somebody. Disgrace to somebody's reputation or standing. Stigma and disrepute, discredit, degradation or abasement. Falling from grace or wherever you are to a lower position. Opprobrium, again, meaning public shame or disgrace, scandal or infamy. They all mean ignominy, some act that has brought public shame or disgrace. Let's get into the next word. Impecunious. The meaning is having little or no money. A titled but impecunious family. The synonyms can be somebody who is penniless, penurious, or impoverished. Not having any money means penniless, penniless, so or is penurious or is impoverished, in a very dire strait, doesn't have money to even buy food. Indigent basically means beggar. Insolvent, it's a term which is basically used for financially insolvent people, where we say when people do not have enough money to pay their debts. Poverty stricken is like poverty in a larger form. Poverty stricken, destitute, somebody who is not having destitute is basically used for people who are homeless. People who do not have home, don't have money for food, etc., are destitute. Pauper, absolutely not having any money, penniless pauper or a beggar. So impecunious means somebody who is penniless, who is penurious, who is a beggar, who is a pauper, insolvent, poverty stricken, etc., etc. Right, let's go to the next word. Importune. Importune basically means to harass persistently for or to do something, to continuously beg or ask for something. Importune. Please, 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 please. That is importune. A sentence can be reporters importune the politician with pointed questions. Sir, what about this? Sir, sir, please, sir, what about this? A child importuned in front of the father for buying him something. A synonym can be to beg, basically. To entreat or implore. Kindly give me one thing. Supplicate, basically, again means to be on your feet, on your knees. Solicit and petition, these are both legal terms, both mean the same thing. I beg your attention. To enjoin or to pester, pester basically means to ask for something multiple times. To beset or to badger, badger means to ask again and again, to bother somebody to a point of harassment. You give me, please. To torment somebody is an higher form of badger. To plague, to hound or to nag are like, you have to give me, otherwise no. Obsecrate again means the same thing, to beg. The word besiege means to beg. There is a word called a besiege with a GE, which means to surround. So similar sounding words, but different meaning altogether. So let's round it up. Importune basically means to harass persistently somebody, to beg something multiple times, to beseech somebody, to implore, to supplicate, to solicit, to petition, to enjoin, to pester, to beset, to badger, to torment, to plague, to hound, or nag, or obsecrate. Right, friends? Let's go to the next word. Incredulous. Incredulous people are skeptical people, inclined not to believe. The people who do not believe you easily are incredulous people. Let's make a sentence. A surprisingly large number of people were incredulous about our moon landing, insisting that the films were special effects created in the studio. We all know it. Moon landing happened, but they were incredulous people. So, incredulous are people who will be skeptical. Let's see the synonyms. Disbelieving, doubtful, dubious. Unconvinced, people who are not convinced, even in spite of having enough proof. Distrustful, suspicious. Another level, suspicious, cynical, or skeptical. Wary or shary, they all mean the same thing. We do not believe it. An element of skepticism, not inclined to believe. That is what is incredulous. Let's move on to the next one. Indigent means somebody who is poor, who is needy. A healthy sentence can be our welfare systems provide for the indigent, for the needy people. Synonyms can be poor, again, impecunious, destitute, penniless people, impoverished people, pauperized or insolvent people. They are indigent, deprived, distressed, or penurious. They mean the same thing. Indigent means poor and needy. Let's move on to the next word. Indigent. Indolent. Indolent means wanting to avoid an activity or exertion, or somebody who is extremely lazy. Indolent, hardly moves, somebody who hardly moves. So let's make a sentence. They are indolent. They were indolent and addicted to the life of pleasure. I don't want to work, but I want a life of pleasure, so let me not move. So I'm an indolent person. Let's look at the synonyms. Lazy, idle, slothful. Slothful basically comes from the animal sloth, which hardly moves throughout the day. Loathing. Loafing are people who are hardly moving. Apathetic means I don't care what is happening. Lackadaisical, very loose approach, very casual approach. They don't want to deep dive. Inactive. The word active means people who are crazy for doing work. Inactive people. Inert. Inert are also used as a chemical reasoning, where inert gases means they hardly react. Inert are the people, they do not react, they do not open their mouths. Sluggish, very slow, lethargic, listless means energyless, listless. Languid, again, somebody who is having no energy to move. Topid, dull, plodding, lax, remiss, otiose, they all means extremely slow. It, the word dull or plodding can be used for even a drama or a book or a movie. Plodding plot for the movie. Lax means not well versed, not well planned, lax attitude. Remiss and otiose means again slow. Topid means very slow. So if I round it up, indolent, which is basically lazy or idle or slothful. Loafing, apathetic, lackadaisical, inactive, inert, sluggish, lethargic, listless, languid. Topid, dull, plodding, remiss, otiose, or lax. Right, folks, let's go to the next word. The word is not insolent, it's insolent. Insolent basically means showing a rude or arrogant behavior, exhibiting lack of respect. Yes, insolent behavior. That's basically disrespectful to somebody or something. An example can be she hated the insolent tone of his voice. Maybe the voice was this. He must be the person who is the boss or the friend, etc. Synonyms can be impertinent, people who are rude, impertinent, impudent, Impudent or cheeky, they mean people who are arrogant. Rude, impolite, uncivil, discourteous. These are common words which are synonymous to people who are arrogant. Contemptuous, presumptuous, brazen. Presumptuous are people who think everybody is lower than them. Brazen is a very poor quality of act, audacity, where you do not have any respect. Brazen kind of behavior. Brash is again very poor, arrogant, straight behavior. Pert or froward, they all mean being very arrogant. Again, insulting, abusive, offensive, these are common words being used for arrogant people. Contumacious is again meaning lack of respect or being extremely arrogant. Let's round it up. Insolent means somebody who is extremely arrogant. The synonyms can be impertinent, impudent, cheeky, impolite, discourteous, contumacious, presumptuous, brazen, brash, pert, froward, or contumacious. Right, friends? That brings us to the end. Thank you.